hidden deep in the rolling hills of western Nevada, and with the white mountains of California acting as an incredible backdrop, this abandoned mine has a view second to none. Searching for abandoned mines can be a rewarding experience, but from time to time, I get lucky and find abandoned mines that aren't on any maps and are completely undocumented or hidden from public record. Long after a bulldozer was used to cover up the portal, Mother Nature reopened this abandoned mine, allowing me access into workings never before seen. Then, later in the program, I take you higher up on the hill to explore a nearby incline shaft with a huge ventilation pipe installed that was supposedly used to force fresh air into the workings below. Discovered in 1920, and with production only lasting a couple of years, the Roger mine produced gold, copper, lead, manganese, and zinc, with silver being its primary commodity. With its small head frame, jib wheel, and hoist house, this abandoned shaft shows all the telltale signs of a lightly funded operation. It's rare in the United States to be the very first person to explore an abandoned mine. So today, on Abandoned and Forgotten Places, come with me on this first-time exploration of an abandoned 1980s silver mine. With all of its artifacts still lying in place and undisturbed, this was a fun exploration, knowing full well we were the first inside since this mine was sealed. Now, come with me as we explore and reach the very depths of the Van Haven mine. Well, hey everybody, welcome back. Okay, I've got something really cool for you guys this weekend. We've got 3 mines in the area, and we're gonna start things off with the one directly behind me. It's a giant portal. It's a modern portal that was put in 1984, and then after they left this site, they took a big bulldozer, pushed a bunch of dirt up in front of it, but Mother Nature came along and allowed us access. We're gonna do that one first. Then second, higher up on the hill, there's a horizontal haulage at it, just to the right-hand side of the incline shaft and the head frame I just showed you on the drone footage. We'll do that one second, and then third, we're gonna go down that laddered incline shaft and see what's down in there. But first, before we get things started today, I jumped right out of Old Bob, and look at what I found right here. Look at this beautiful piece. And I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research, but I'll figure it out. But I do believe that is barite. Look at the veins and the structure in that rock. Isn't that gorgeous?
Wow.
Definitely gonna have to be, I will offer this up on the eBay site, guys. And again, real easy to find. It's down there in the description area. Just click on the link and it'll take you right over there. Okay, like I said, let's get things started off with this more modern mine right behind me. Okay guys, let me show you what we're dealing with here on this 1984 portal. At least that's when they left this location, was in 1984. They were probably working on it from 80 to 84. But what we had here was a big portal, and they had a bunch of cribbing to hold up all this loose rock. Let me show it to you here. See all that loose material? That's why they had to do this to the portal, to keep all that from coming down. You can see them big cracks right over there. Okay, and what I'm going to attempt to do as well as my other two exploring buddies today, is we're going to try to worm our way down the left-hand side, stay against the wall. There's a big iron beam down there that's keeping all of this material from wanting to fall on our heads. So that's where we're going next. All right, guys. So here's what I think I'm going to have to do in order to get into this one. Now, the one thing we have to look out for is all of this rock above our heads here that's flaking off. I'm not going to be able to wear my backpack. I've got to hold that. But so the way to get into this one, we're going to stay tight along this left-hand wall is what you got to do. Okay. Just like that. Now as we get down here, there's a bit, you'll see the big iron or steel I-beam. You're going to want to stay probably to the left of that. All right, so right here, this is that I-beam I'm telling you about. The best way actually is if you crawl over the top of this thing, like so, and then there you go. Just like that, that easy. Okay, yep, I'm gonna go ahead and come on down, guys. You're next. There you go. Good job, Mr. M. Yep. Perfect.
This is the one I'm going over.
Yep. But don't put any weight on the boards above it.
No. For that rock.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy.
Good job. There you go. Stay low. Perfect. And then just come down on your knees. Perfect. Good job, sir.
Nice.
Okay, Randy, you're next. Yep, just toss your backpack down over here. There you go. And then you want to go over that, there you go. And don't put any weight on that board above you. Fantastic. Okay, so let me show you guys the portal, or what, at least what it used to look like here. Get my balance. Okay, so they had you see the big I-beam? This was part of the portal. Then they had 2x12 stretched across to make the back. And then since then, all this is caved in and opened up an entrance. All right. Now to give you guys the size of this place, so here we've got Mr. Magnifico and Randy. That's who's going to be with us today. And our strategy in this mine, we're all kind of concerned about bad air. So I'm going to go in first, and we're going to keep about a 40 to 80 foot separation between us, because I'm the guy with the air monitors. And I think that'll be the safest way to explore this mine. So right off the bat here, you guys see all this material? Now this is not collapsed. So what they did is they came in here with a front end loader and they piled all of this debris right here at the portal. See how they're in these piles? Nice and cool in here. And the space of this adit, it's probably about, I'm going to say 22 feet across down on the floor, and it's at least 15 feet tall. And off here to my left, let me show it to you. Here's what's left of a bunch of, it looks like ventilation pipe, but it's made out of spiral wound steel ventilation. Okay, Oh, we got a whole bunch more of that ventilation pipe up in here. Now this should give us some kind of an indication of the size of a mine that we're dealing with. The inside diameter of that pipe, what do you say, Mr. M? That's about 30?
Yeah.
30 inches. Not quite 36.
Wow. Nice picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up here. This is really cool. Let's get down to this section here. I'm gonna turn around for you folks and show you what we're coming through here. That's really neat, guys. Look at that. Cool stuff. Okay. We've got kind of a Y split here. They were going to go off to the right, and they stopped right there. Down here to the left. Yep, it just keeps on going. Okay, got to make a few modifications here to my equipment. I'll be right back. I was making a few adjustments to my flashlights. In areas that are this large, it just kind of gobbles up the light. Oh, this is kind of cool. Now here's an area where all the rock bolts failed. Wow, yeah. Look at that. Kind of looks like Freddy Krueger's fingernails hanging down from the back of the mine, doesn't it? But it looks like whatever was going to fall down, fell down, so as long as we don't touch it anymore, we'll be okay. So, the environment, well, it is kind of damp, and it's very chilly down in here. I'm going to say it's maybe 65 degrees, 63. Let's shine up in there and see how much further we got to go. Oh yeah, still quite a ways. Well, I pretty much guarantee that we are the first to be in this mine. Looking at the outside portal, I'm guessing that just recently opened up, probably sometime within the last 5 years. Okay. All right, looks like we're coming into what could be our first drift. We've got something that goes off this direction, and it even has a ladder. And looky here. Oh, wow. Okay. We've come to our first intersection. Now, right above my head, look.
Oh my.
Yes. We've indeed, we've intersected into some old workings.
Oh my God.
That we're going to explore higher up on the hill. Look over here. Again, more old workings. This was a shaft from the original workings. Yep. Look at that. Fantastic.
Wow.
Now I take that back, guys. Now these ladders are made out of metal, and the old incline shaft was worked in the early 1920s, so this very well could be workings from this mine, Mr. M.
This is rebar.
Yeah.
And it's electric arc welded.
Okay. Yeah. No. I take all that back. We are still in the 84 workings then. Okay. Well, let's see what we have over here. All right, there's a bunch of ducting right there for air. And the drift goes way back up in there. Yeah, this is going to be really large. So we'll come back and revisit that one along the way. Like I usually do, I want to stay on the primary for right now. What else do we have hiding in here? Holy cow. This is so super cool. Okay, look at all the drill steel. Stacks and stacks of drill steel laying up against the side here. And there's the metal ventilation pipe. Now, seeing that this ventilation pipe goes straight up and out makes me wonder where it comes out higher up on the hill, huh, Mr. M? Because we didn't see anything up there where this equipment's coming down.
It goes up and keeps winding and winding.
Yeah.
You can see forever up there. I'll take you places.
Okay.
Maybe you can get a shot.
Yeah, I'll sneak up in here and show everybody what we're just looking at. Oh my goodness, would you look at that?
And that's 8-inch pipe on the left.
On the left-hand side, that's 8-inch. Yep. We're going to have to do a little bit of investigation to see where this is coming up and out of the hill. That's really cool. Look at the size of this junction there. Okay. Down here, what do we have? Oh, rock bolt. Those are those plates.
Yeah.
For the rock bolts. Fantastic. So this has got to be compressor pipe, isn't it?
Yeah.
For running all the drills.
Yeah.
But 8 inches in diameter? Holy cow.
Well, maybe not. Maybe this 2.5 inches. Maybe this is water
That could be water.
because they were using a gang head.
Exactly. The smaller one's compressor, the larger one is water.
Plus, this thing's so huge. There's no telling if there might be compressor rooms down here.
Exactly.
This is crazy, Gly. Crazy.
I knew you'd like this one. That's
There's not been a soul in here.
No.
You see that?
No one's been in here since '84.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, I will be right back. Okay, continuing on. Mr. M, he walked up in front of me. He couldn't contain his enthusiasm, and I don't blame him. Off here to my left, look at the size. Holy cow, that's just giant down in there. So we'll come back to that in a moment, but right now, let's take a look at what Mr. M found up in here.
Come on, Gly. Look, you're not going to believe this. Look at that. The tank.
Oh yeah, we got a pressure vessel, otherwise known as an accumulator.
But look at this. This was their welding area to the left. Oh, yeah.
But guys, look at what else we've got. Okay, so we have an accumulator or a pressure vessel. Thanks, Jeff Williams. Okay, up in here we have a calendar. And what is the date on the calendar? February 1985. Right there. Yep. No, Mr. M, there's not going to be any photos of bikini-clad women. Now, come on.
Well, what kind of miners were these?
All right, what else do we have up in here? Wow. That's a big tank.
Canned goods. Oops.
Is that what that is? Canned goods?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it looks that way. Oh.
Some fresh foliage in there.
Yeah. Pear halves. Ready for a can of pears? Okay. Continuing on. this is one of those mines where there's so much to look at. Let's look over here next.
A welding table.
It sure is. Welding table with a whole bunch of drill steel
This is where they were working this.
stacked on top. There's a whole bunch of rock bolts right there. Now I want you to be real careful walking up to that powder magazine. Since we're the first ones in here, there's a real good chance we could have some unexploded dynamite in here. What's that?
I don't know.
Bits and parts and pieces of different things. Anything in there? More of those pegs. Remember when we saw those pegs at the Silver Souls mine? Here's the same thing for probably hanging up.
Fuse.
Could be. Yep. And what do we got here? Oh, well, I'm going to keep the camera kind of away from the graffiti there. It's not really family friendly. The mine does keep going up that direction.
I didn't know that's how you spelled it.
Well,
You know?
I was going to give them credit for spelling smoking wrong, but then they spelled that wrong.
Isn't there supposed to be an extra vowel in there or something like that? Let's look up in here, guys. Bunch of pipe. I was real quiet there for a second because I'm keeping an eye on all of the stuff that I thought I heard something come down from the back here. And indeed, all of this rock did fall down over time. All right, we've got a bulkhead here. That's what this is, otherwise known as an air door. They would put these in place to control airflow in the mine. Let's look up in here. Oh, this was, yep. This is where they kept the dynamite. Noticed how down here on the ground, the floor is raised with these timbers. If you didn't want to put your cases of dynamite down on the floor, because it would wick up moisture. Looks like this is just going to come to an end right here. Yeah. And that's as far as that goes. Okay, I'm going to head back to that big compressor. I'll see you back there. Okay, we are back where the big accumulator tank is. We were discussing things a moment ago. We all agree that the explosives were stored where I just came from, and then down over here by this other room, that's where all of the caps and the fuse was stored. So now what we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to take you down this narrower drift here. We've got a little bit of water on the floor. Yep. A little wet through this area, but not too bad. Nothing we can't get around. Okay, hang back for a second, guys, just in case I run into a pocket.
Yeah.
Nope. This is as far as it goes. But take a look at you can see the vein that they were chasing after right through this section. By the way, this is a silver mine. Okay. All right. Well, we have to work our way back to that next drift that we bypassed. So I'll see you over there. Okay, Mr. M said that I didn't spend enough time showing you guys all these cool artifacts. What do we have up in here, Mr. M?
Ventilation.
Oh, yeah.
MSHA
M. Shaw.
TC77 12-inch.
12-inch ventilation.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's the yellow thing on the other side over there?
Somebody's slicker.
Oh yeah, there's our
Little
slickers.
bitty guy.
So guys, there's many different yeah, look at how small. He was a little bitty guy, wasn't he?
Indeed.
So in some circles, these are called slickers. They've also been known as oilers. And then there was another word, but it'll come to me. Starts with a D. Diggers. Diggers, that was it. What else is behind you, Mr. M, over there? So was that was just a pile of rock bolts, wasn't it? Leaning up against the wall.
Yeah. That's rock bolts against the wall here, but over
Yep.
here we got a bunch of drill steel.
And then this is all the drill steel. Yeah.
This
Cool.
must have been where they were reworking everything.
Neat stuff. Still down here, rusting away after all these years. All right, now let's head back to that drift. Okay, a moment ago we were just right up there. That's where the tank is. Now we need to go down this drift and see what we can see. And again, we are going further and further down in grade. All right. We've got a drift going left. And that was definitely some sort of an ore pass. We can go ahead and explore this right away because I can see that it's not really going anywhere. Yeah. '49ers. The 49ers are number one. I don't know. Were the 49ers number one back in 85?
Joe Montana.
Okay, let's look down here. We have this is another ore pass, and they named this one Mima? Mima number 2. Another ore pass. All right, just turning back around. I'm going to go ahead and take you with me. I'll go back up to the drift. Randy's just blown away by all the cool geology in here.
Mineralization is so extensive.
Yes, it does. It has fantastic mineralization. Okay, let's beam up in there. Oh yeah, she keeps on going. We just keep going lower and lower in grade. Tells me eventually, I think what's going to happen, guys, is we're either going to get pushed out by a bunch of bad air, or
There's going to be a big puddle of water that we can't go past.
it's going to be a big puddle of water. Yeah, I agree. Wow, would you look at the size of this place?
Vertigo.
Just, Mr. M, go ahead and walk out in there so that
Insane.
the folks can get an idea of the size of this room. Keep on going a little bit further. That is really something. Unbelievable. Okay. So we've got a okay, drift going off to the right. Hey, what is that? Is that a light? What is that reflecting off the back of the mine up there? thought I saw a reflection. Could have been coming off like a bunch of galena or something. No, it was...
Some crystals?
Could have been some crystals. But that's going to be as far as that goes, guys. Right there. The layers and mineralization through this is just incredible.
It looks like they had lunch in here and then just left the mine. Everything's here.
Sure does, doesn't it? There's some more rock, shorter rock bolts. Looking off this direction. I think I just heard a barking spider. Oh look, the ventilation is once again going up another ore pass here. And compressor pipe. Sure is, they put in a raise and it goes all the way up there. Well, they're not going to be installing this compressor pipe unless there's workings higher up, so... Wow. The question is how do you access them? All right. Let's look down here. Aha, here we go. Here's the manway. And all of the compressor pipe going straight up it. Yes, sir. Very nice. Okay, let's see what we have up here. Okay, yeah. That's how we access our upper workings. And they're working into those stopes and dropping the material down these ore passes. Okay, turning back around. We're gonna have to, we'll keep this on the menu. Okay, what do we have down here? Yeah, look at, see, Mr. M off to the left, see how that's an ore pass? And they never cleaned it out? Coming down from above. What do we have down here? Bunch of ladders. Another ore pass. And does it just come down here and go around the corner and stop? Yep.
Oh.
Yep, that's the end of it. Okay, guys, so it turns out this is not going to be the 2.4 mile long tunnel that I thought it would turn out to be, but nevertheless, we've got some really cool stuff in here. So I'm going to take a break a moment, and we're going to decide where we're going to go next. I'll be right back. Okay, before I leave this area, I wanted to show you guys this for all that's interested in geology in the audience, what they were chasing at the end of this giant adit here. That's a vein of andesite running up through there. Runs all the way up, and that's what they were chasing. Okay. Okay, now, guys, I think the next fun place to explore is going to be up these ladders to go see where the men were working. What do you think?
I think I figured that that's what you were going to say.
Yeah, I mean, how can I resist?
Next week on Abandoned and Forgotten Places.
Okay, guys, come on with me. And I'm gonna take you to the next level here. Look here, guys. There's a hole in the floor. Gotta watch where we're walking in these places. Something like that could sneak up on you. Wow. Boy, I just do not like the looks of this stuff hanging above my head. It is really sketchy looking. And there's some dynamite down on the floor. Ooh, that's pretty sketchy.